Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute, and as you can see, I moved to a new space. I'm in a new city and I started a new job. To be honest, in the depths of quarantine during the pandemic, I didn't have much heart to be making videos, but I noticed that some of you in the comments had been asking about some work from home tips, and so I thought I would pop back here to address that topic specifically. Now, many of us who are lucky enough to be in positions where we can work from home have been doing so for probably close to 2 years now. And so I know many of you have your own tips and tricks and approaches to it, which I would love to hear about in the comments. But what I'm going to be sharing today are a couple of things that I have found work for me. And what I'm talking about today are things that I find help make my quality of my work from home experience better, not necessarily more productive, because I think there is a difference. And as many of you may have begun to realize, I think that maximizing productivity is very difficult and not necessarily the goal during this difficult time that we're all living through. The first thing I've been doing while working from home is to co-work online. Now, this is not my idea. I got it from a very good friend with whom I used to do this more often. Especially during the lockdown phase of the pandemic, a small group of friends and I were doing this probably 2 or 3 times a week, and it was really helping me get through my work week, especially when I had large chunks of stuff that I needed to get done. Co-working online, you can approach it a couple of different ways. The way that we did it was basically to either hop on FaceTime or Discord or some other platform that allows you to video each other. And we would catch up for maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. And then the rest of the time, we would be just quietly working in the same space as if we were at a cafe or a library together, sitting at the same table, but we were doing it virtually. Now, to make this effective, you have to work with friends who are not likely to start chatting or distracting everyone else. So that can be kind of a limitation, but when it works, I find that it really helps me get stuff done, and it makes that time feel a little bit less lonely because you know that someone is there with you. And it can be a motivating factor when someone else is sort of working through the same period of time that you are. It's kind of the same idea as watching, those study with me YouTube videos, of which I have a couple, but, working with people that you actually know, working with your friends, I think that can be an extra boost just because it's happening in real time. One thing I find really important when it comes to working from home is to set up your space properly. And by that, I mean a number of things. So one, making sure that your ergonomics are set up right so that you're not feeling shoulder, back, and neck pain from sitting in the same chair all the time. When we work from home, we are moving a lot less, and so it's important to make sure that you are not injuring yourself, even though it's just from sitting, which is a very real thing. I had a pretty bad shoulder blade and neck injury from all the stress and tension I was carrying while studying for the bar, for which I had to get some physical therapy. So I would recommend, evaluating your setup and seeing whether that's working for you. Another aspect of setting up your space properly is to make sure that the workspace you have is kind of separate, either physically or at least mentally, from the other spaces in your life. And what I mean by that is when you are in a situation where you kind of roll out of bed and take 5 steps to your desk and immediately start working, it can be very easy to start blurring together all these parts of your life so that you're never fully in work mode and you're never fully in relax mode either. So if you can, setting up your workspace separate from your bedroom or the place where you relax is very helpful. Another thing that I think contributes to the long-term success of being able to work from home is to block off your time in a way that sets meaningful boundaries and allows yourself time to fully relax and recover from your working day. It can be very easy to, again, blur those working and relaxing times, but if you start doing that, then, as I said before, you're never going to be fully relaxed, and in that sense, your mental health is going to suffer. So I think, starting out the day with a plan where you've blocked out time where you can concentrate and work, and you've blocked out time where you can fully allow yourself to relax guilt-free, is very important in maintaining those boundaries and that sense of separation that sort of keeps us sane. Finally, I found it really helpful during this time to try to pick up a creative or maybe a physical-based hobby that doesn't involve looking at screens, because I'm not sure about you guys, but I work on my laptop or on my home computer then I look at my phone during breaks, and then I look at my TV in the evening to relax, and then I look at my phone before bed, and then that's the entire day where my eyes have basically never had a chance to rest from a screen, which I think, can be really sort of mind-dulling, and it makes it difficult to recharge. I found it really valuable in these past months. I've taken up painting, which has been really helpful, taking walks, going on hikes on the weekend, just something that sort of breaks up that time so that you kind of differentiate your day, your creative time, your me time from your work time. And lastly, I think a general thing to say would be to be easy on yourself, to forgive yourself for, not being able to be at your, whatever max productivity would be, because it is a difficult time and we are all struggling in one way or another. So it's okay. That is my very short video with a couple of tips on how I make my work from home situation a little bit more bearable and a little bit more fun. If you guys have other approaches, I would really love to hear about them, because currently I'm not working from home for this 1 year period, but next year I will be returning to a primarily work from home situation. And in some ways I'm looking forward to it, and in other ways I think it'll be a challenge, just like it was last year. So again, thank you for watching this short video, and I hope this helps a little bit. Talk to you guys later. Bye.